Hey guys, Funky Chicken Liver here, doing some callouts for the map Haven in Halo 4. You guys voted for it, you wanted to hear the callouts, and I'm here with Chicken Monkey Duck and TurboDo925. TurboDo's our silent partner. His microphone is not working, so there's that. Chicken Monkey Duck that will provide some intelligent and very helpful commentary, as always. Here we go. If you're red, like us, all of us are red, we spawn at this ramp right here, which is called the closed ramp. Closed ramp versus the open ramp over there, which we'll talk about later. So closed ramp, just for some perspective here. Closed ramp. This is called the Mohawk. This spot is a fantastic point for callouts if you're trying to call out for your team. As you can see, probably about half the map from this point. So we got in there, down there, over there, in the top middle, and the same things on both sides.
One interesting thing to note for Mohawk is this area right here is glass.
Okay, glass. So you can't shoot through this? Yeah, can't shoot through
so,
that.
Don't try to stick somebody in the ankles, because you'll end up sticking your face.
Right, so that's glass. Don't shoot that through there. And so one kind of odd thing about Haven is that it's exactly symmetrical, but there's not really any color coordination happening. It's all a sort of grayish white color, sort of tinted blue, as you could see. So we had to come up with a way, not we, but MLG had to come up with a way to designate which side's which. So if you're spawning at closed ramp, looking out into the open, as opposed to the wall here, if you're looking out into the open, things on the left side are referred to the red side, and the right side is the blue side. So keep that in mind. So if you turn left from a closed ramp, you start heading into Red Street. This is the Red Street area. This whole little loop up top, Red Street, where the sticky detonator spawns in the beginning of the game. And right here, in the middle of this, we got Red Drop Down. That's important to remember that you can escape from the top down there. And if you have jetpack, you can jetpack.
If you're not lame like me.
You can attempt to jetpack up like that.
That could be to your detriment or to your advantage.
Right.
On how well you use jetpack.
And there's this window along the street that you can see top, middle, and also down here. Oops. Oh, well, you can also jump down there. Look at that. So you can see out of this window as well to get some callouts and cover. Head along down Red Street. This is Red Ramp. Red Ramp right here leads down to the bottom. This here is Red Bridge. This little broken bridge. Red Bridge up top.
It's the bridge, Charlie.
Leads up to top middle. Top middle. So, yeah. This is Red Landing, because down here you have your little lift that takes you up to... Oh, jeez, I almost died. Red Landing. Red Landing. Top middle. Red Platform. Red Platform here has no lift to it, so it's called Red Platform. Go to your side, same thing. Blue Platform instead of red, so this side's blue side.
Also, for the platform versus the landing, the platform's higher than the landing. So that's another way to differentiate in case you're like, which one am I on?
Look at that. So you got a blue platform, blue landing right here. Head over here to blue bridge and blue ramp.
These are all very inventive names.
Right? Isn't it great? Blue streets with needler spawns. And blue drop down right here. Now the bottom part of these like under the streets, this bottom section is called blue and red loop instead of blue and red street. So this is blue loop on the bottom, or if you're feeling inventive, you could just say bottom street, I suppose. So blue loop or blue bottom street. Same on the red side over there. Red loop on the bottom is right here. This little middle section right here, this is called Bottom Mohawk, so it's just below the upper Mohawk up there, which you can't see. So this is Bottom Mohawk. Or also people call it Closed Tunnel, because it leads to the closed ramp, and it's a tunnel beneath. This is Bottom Middle. This is a very bad place to be. If you're hanging out here, don't. And this is you just as a place to go through only. Don't hang out here, get grenaded to death. There's not that many ways out and a bunch of ways in to kill you. This side here, for perspective, facing the outside to the left, this is Red Tunnel. Opposite side is blue tunnel, going to the blue side over there.
And I just realized the way, because I was having issues before we started the podcast when Funky and I were talking about, like, well, how do you know which side you're on, whether it's red or blue with the loop? And on top, you know how you can look out into the open, so you know which side you're on? Well, here, if you're down here too, you can see the sky over there. Whereas if you look behind you, all you see is the wall on these.
Yeah, so that's ramps. The open side. Therefore, this side is blue. Well, that side's blue, and that side's red. So you can tell from the bottom as well. So anyway, bottom middle leads through to this little guy right here where the frag grenades are. This is just called the ditch, because it's kind of like this weird lower section where a lot of death happens in Regicide. You can get up there to stay alive. You just have to run up there. Or use jetpack, but you can just run it. You can just do that. And crouch. You'll end up here. And then, yeah, so this is open ramp. So this is across the way from closed ramp. This is where the blue team spawns. And this is open ramp. This is also not a great place to be, because as you can see, if they come from above you, they have a way to shoot you from above, also from the platforms. And also, they can shoot you from blue and red ramp over there.
It's also, back here, it seems like a really bad place to be.
Yeah, you don't want to be hanging out. That's precarious.
Not only is it precarious, so, yeah. But it's like, please shoot me.
Oh yeah, one more thing, a kind of an odd place you can kind of escape to, down through bottom middle, through blue tunnel, is this sort of odd little place you can jump up and sort of be covered right here. If people passing by don't really look right here, there's not really a name for this, but it's a thing. And also heading through blue, or no, what's this called? Wow, this is a great call. Blue loop. We got these little boxes. You know, two boxes in blue loop and 2 boxes in red loop. These boxes, I actually have a call out that I've never actually heard people call it out, but just so you guys know, starting from the blue ramp, they're called B1 through B4. So blue ramp, this is B1, this is B2. That's B3. Just past red drop-off is B4. So, yeah. If you want to call that out, feel free. I haven't heard anyone do that before. But there's that. Go up to red landing, to top middle, red platform. So, Turbo here has some jumps he wants to show you guys. Some of which most of you probably already know about. Others, maybe not so much. So let's start down here in bottom Mohawk. Oh, this is called, by the way, this is called Blue Tricky. Blue Tricky right up here. Whoop. And the same thing exists on the red side. Right here. Red Tricky. Anyway, so both sides symmetrical. Yep, to the top Mohawk. Or closed bridge, whatever you want to call it. You can also go the other way. And miss, or not, like that. So you end up at a blue landing that way as well, which works great. And then you also some over here. Well, you start, I'm really bad at this one, so I'll have Turbo do this. But you start right here. You ramp this little ramp and jump down to open a ramp. Now this is up without a jetpack. You don't need a jetpack for this. All you need is skill and accuracy. Like that. So you can do that and jump right on down, or you can just have a jetpack and jetpack over there without having to having to jump on that ramp, which is a lot easier. The same thing from the bottom. The bottom one requires a jetpack, so you have to jump up here if you can. Jetpack up to this and do the same deal. Get to open ramp or ditch, wherever you want to go. And
yeah, I just tried that, and that's really hard.
Yeah, that's a harder one. Let's see. There's also one with the thruster pack, which I don't have. But if you can go off this backwards and then thrust forward and land on that platform right there by red drop off. Anyway, also you can run and jump down there. Avoid the lift. Just running start. Done and done. Or simply jetpack across the top to Red Street. That way. Which is great. Really helpful, especially if you're playing oddball, as you could call out and get places quickly with the jetpack. You can also go here on Red Street, right to this little thing. Jim can do it. I really can't. I'm not gonna try. So some quick tips, especially for oddball or things like that. Well, I guess just oddball really. Avoid the bottom middle. Avoid the open ramp. Stick to the streets on top, because the streets on top have the most, and also the Mohawk area, because it has the most viewpoints, the best place to call out, and also the most escapes. Say you're here, you can shoot out this way, or escape down here, or either direction on the streets. So yeah, don't get stuck down here in bottom middle. Don't get stuck on open ramp. Don't spend too much time in top middle either, or you'll find yourself getting naded to death. Anything to add, guys?
Whoa.
No?
If you jetpack off of the lift or the main cannons, you go like really far and can almost fall off the map like I just did, so be careful.
Yeah, careful about that. So, red side, blue side, middle, bottom, closed ramp, open ramp. Cool? Hey. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for joining us on this little walkthrough call-out thing. Be sure to vote in the forums which one you want to see next. Midlandbase.net. For all you non-members that want to join, check us out. Play Halo with friendly people that stick you when they're on the same team. Really nice. Very friendly.
He's my husband. It's okay.
It's okay, yeah. She's my wife. She can kill me. Alright guys, well, have a good one. And don't do this. Yay!
Suicide.